Hello. In day 9 we are going to learn the commands like view menu bar, camera menu bar, scenes and then animations. Let's learn these commands in the SketchUp now. Click on the view menu bar and then the first option we have is toolbar. Already we learnt about this. In order to show any tools over the working space, then we click on this option, that is toolbar. You can click on the drawing to get the draw toolbar and then edit to get the edit toolbar. Like this way, depending on the requirement, construction to give the construction bar separately like this. Anyhow, we have the same options in the large tool set. So that's why I just making it off. And then view option. You can scroll down and click on the view option. Like this way, whichever the command or toolbar you want to show on the working area, then you can click here. I'm just hitting on close option. Next we have is scenes tab. So once you complete the project, either exterior or interior view, then we have to create the scenes. Scenes are nothing but views. For example, I want to present the front view, right view, left view, different types of the views to the client. Then we have to be ready with the scenes first. But before going to create the scenes, I have to set the camera. For that, I have a camera tools here and then views. With the help of that, I am going to set the scenes here. And this is we have the ISO mode, top mode, front mode. Now currently we are in the front view. In order to set the camera, the first option we have is a position camera. Take this one and then keep in front of the model like this. It's just like we are standing in front of the project and then we are watching it. Keep it here. So once you place, you will get the eye symbol and then in the measurement you have the eye height, that is about 4 feet 11 inch. You can decrease and increase, or you can give the particular person eye height. The standard eye height we can range it from the 5 feet 6 inch, between 5 feet to 6 feet like this. Or else if you have the multi-stories, then you can go with 12 feet 20 feet like this. Now I have a single floor bungalow. For that I just go with 5 feet 6 inch like this. Now I want to zoom out. For that, use the zoom command. When I click on the zoom command, you will get the field of view. That is nothing but which area or in which angle we are going to cover this. So I am just making it zoom out little to cover the whole area of the project, a required area of the project. This is the targeted area I have to show the client. So I am just closing this default ray option and then covering it. You can use the pan command to keep your model exactly in the middle of the screen, and then you can do the combination of the orbit, zoom, zoom out and undo, and then you can set the eye camera view. Next, while doing the zoom and zoom out, we get the field of view option. By standard we have to set this is about 35 and you can go with 45 to zoom out, 50, 60, depends how much area you want to cover. I just go with 35 now. Once you done, I click on the window, default tray and then show tray. And then here we have the scenes. That means you can capture the same scenes what we set it here. Before that, now we have the camera tool. In that, if you want to show the exact parallel view, then you can click on the parallel projection. You will get the exact parallel view without any footpath and road depth. Here you can see. In order to get the depth, then you can go to the camera and then click on the perspective view to get the perspective view. But now rather than keeping perspective, I just go with the 2-point perspective view so that our vertical lines are parallel each other. I click on this 2-point perspective view. I hope you understand what is the difference between perspective and then 2-point perspective. And then cover the area. Once you're done with all the camera tools, next in the default tray we have the scene option. I am going to capture it. We have the plus sign, that is how we add the scenes. Once you click, you will get the scene here, that is the scene 1. And then right click it to edit. Even you can add number of scenes by right click. And then update scene means now if you do any changes like zoom out or anything, and that update you want to update in the scene, then right click and then click on the update scene and then update. Next again I am right clicking it, and then you can rename this as a front view. You have the name, that is scene 1, give the name, that is front. Expanding it little. So this is the front view, and even you can add the description to your front view. And then we have the properties like camera location and all the stuff. You just make sure you have on all the options. Next, I want to show the right or left view. For that I am using the orbit command again, and then rotate the model like this. Now I just keep this vehicle here. Like this. And once you orbit, make sure your camera should be 2-point perspective. And then use the zoom command, that is field of view. Clicking on the pan command to keep the model exactly in the center of the screen. Next I am going to capture this. Click on the scene option. That is your left or right view. For rename, click on the rename option, and this is, or else here also you can rename it. Enter, right click, rename, that is the top, and enter. So here we have the view option. To get the scene tab, make sure you have the scene tab option here, so that you will get the scene tab separately just below the menu bar. Now I am just hitting on the front view. The next option we have in the view is hidden geometry. For example, if you want to hide but you can able to see in the wireframe, then you go to the view option. First you hide it. I can able to see that geometry still because of the hidden geometry option is on. If this option is off, hidden object, then I can't able to see any hidden geometry. Depending on the requirement you can switch, and then now again click on the hidden geometry. In order to unhide, you go to the edit option and then unhide all. But when I say unhide all, I can't able to see that sometime. Make sure your hidden geometry and then hidden object should be on. Next one we have is a section plane. In order to cut your model in particular direction, we use this section plane. Let's work out with that. Click on the view option and then section plane. To get the section bar separately, click on the view option and then click on the toolbar. Here we have the section toolbar separately. The first option we have is the section plane. Take the section plane and then place it at what direction you want to cut the model. If you want to cut it from the front, then just have a look on the color of the section plane. Keeping it here, and then you can give the name, that is front section plane, and OK. So once you click, You will get the symbol like this. You can move it to get the section view at what depth you are able to present. Depending on the requirement, you can switch like this and then click on the front view and produce the cut view to the client. Now we have the display section plane. So if I click it again, then I lose the section plane. The third one we have is display section cut. If you want to show display cut, then you can on, otherwise I am just making it off again. You get the whole model like this. Next we have the section fill. Before that I click on the display section plane. We have the solid fill here. You can switch into the different mode, that is blank or halo or solid. Like this way you use the section plane depending on the requirement. To get that section plane, you can go to the view option and then you can click on the section plane again. So that you get the section plane here. In order to get whether which section planes we use, then go to the view option and then make sure your section plane, section cut, section fill, these are the same options what I explained here. And the next access guidelines shadow and then fog, we covered it. How the edge style and face style will help us to keep in the required style option, what we learned in the style option which is there in the default tray. Next, in the camera we have the parallel projection, perspective and two perspective. Depending on the requirement, you can switch into the different camera views. And then we learned already how the orbit, pan, zoom window, extend will help us. Position camera, this is same as that of the camera option. And then once you done with the scenes, even you can create the animation by using these scenes. For that you go to the view option and animation. Make sure before going to create the animation, you should be ready with the scenes. If not, even you click on the add scenes here, update scenes here and delete scenes here. And then now I just click on the play option so that I can play all these three scenes. Before that I click on the style option, front view. I delete this vehicle. Next, click on the edit and edges and profile should be off. Once you off the edges and profile, even you can change the style. For that, click on the select and then you can keep any style which one you want to present. Then next, to play the animation, go to the view option, animation, and then click on the play option. So here you can see in the animation I am getting the edges and profiles because after the creation of the scenes I just make it off the edges and profile. Before that I just stop and click on the front view. And now in order to update, edit edges and profiles, make it off. Next I will update this same thing in the scenes. For that right click and click on the update. Same way click on the left view, edges and profile should be off, right click, update. Same way for the top also I will do the same thing, profile and edges off and update. Now I click on the view and animation and play. So here you can play the scenes. We have the pause and then stop. So it will play till I click on the pause or stop option. So like this way you can present the project in the animation view. To set the timing of this animation, I'm just closing it. Go to the window and then click on the model information. We have the option that is animation. You can increase or decrease the total time and then time per scene. Now if you want to export this scene or animation, then go to the file option, click on the export and click on the animation. Go to the particular location and then give the name. Make sure you are saving it in .mp4 and click on the export. So once it's done, then you will get the video form or animation. So this is how you get the exported video. In the next video, we learn the other commands. Thank you.